Hi, I keep on trying to do a video and it keeps on cutting out, and it's because I haven't got any storage space left because I keep trying to do things on my phone. Anyway, here I am. I'm in my Polytunnel. It sounds like I'm going quick because I'm scared it'll run out and go bleep. Anyway, in my Polytunnel I've got my bubblers going. This is from the solar. There's one there, the little solar panels over there, the little boxes there, and the other bubblers in there. And you can, I don't know whether you can see, but there's bubble coming out of the actual bubbler. So I'm very pleased with the little solar panels, that they work and they power things so well. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. This is the other one, and this is my other little fan, and this is the solar panel that runs that. And as soon as it's light, it comes on. It's fantastic, does a brilliant job. And there's a few of them knocking about, different fans and different pumps and all this sort of thing. The little bubbler down here, don't know why it's not going. It isn't going. The solar panel's there, but the pump isn't working. So I'm hoping that it will do when the sun gets a bit brighter. And there's a little solar panel here and one here. This one does the pump there, but that one doesn't work at the minute because it's not bright enough. This one is these two, that one there and that one there. In this big tub there are my white cloud minnow. They're all at the bottom, but they come up at night to say hello, and I tried feeding them and I expect the food just sank to the bottom. It's quite cold, so there was ice on the tub over there the other day. I just thought I'd bring you in and show you some bits and pieces in the Polytunnel. So I have my big cloche. You see that? Yeah, look, there you go. So it's a double layered cloche, and it's just to keep things warm. So I've got a lime, I've got a calamin C, I've got an avocado, and I've got a moringa tree, a banana, there's another avocado, and there's a bougainvillea in there. I don't know whether you could see any of that. It's just all under cloches and things like that. It's to keep the temperature up, just to stop things from dying off. I did take some cuttings that are in there as well off the lemon trees and that earlier in the year. My strawberry plants that I tidied up and fed and took all this rubbish off, chucked the rubbish away. Look, I have drained them off a bit and turned them around so that they're all warm and soaked and all that sort of thing, and they're growing. And I did move a couple of the escalonia plants inside as well. It's 15 degrees in here, I don't know if you can see it, 15.1, which isn't bad, is it? I've got all my flower pots all ready to go to put plants in, it's blooming gusty out there. I'm waiting for the wind to drop. I've got a row of trees to cut, which I can't do at the minute because it's just not the best weather for it. I mean, it's cold and that, but it's very gusty and they're very big. So I will be doing it as soon as I get a minute. In my shed I have the last of my silver birch timber, which I'll be burning tonight and over the weekend, no doubt. I've got a few logs left as well of other stuff which I can't split because it's too rock hard. I bought some rolls of cling film, giant rolls of cling film. Hang on a minute. There we go, giant roll of cling film. And what I've done is I thought myself like a little greenhouse. It's only like a little experiment, but I've put a little, I put a lot around this, and it's to do, top's open, but that's all right, it lets the condensation out. That's what I'm going to say. It's done a little greenhouse over the top. This is actually a goji berry, and it doesn't really need a greenhouse. I put some stakes, they're just bits of stick like this, and I just cleared the, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. I've just cleared this stick, like by pulling it backwards. I can't do it with one hand, it's impossible. Anyway, and then I've weaved them together. And the actual inside there, I don't know whether you can see, but the goji berry is actually coming into leaf since I've put it in there. Since I put the plastic over the top, it wasn't in leaf the other day, but it's coming into leaf now, and I think it's because it's got a little bit more protection over the top of it. I'd also, this is the top of my tub, and it froze, and so I took it out and I made it into a glass tabletop, as if sort of thing. It's just being silly, so I put it over that and it looked like a tabletop. Yeah, so I just thought I'd show you. It's actually quite a nice day out here. I'm going to have to get on with some proper work in a bit. I just wanted to show you what was going on and growing on, and not that there's a lot growing on. I just wanted to explain that in my Polytunnel, when I built the Polytunnel, Polytunnel. I didn't. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. I just thought I'd give you some advice if anybody wants to buy a excuse me, I'm burping. If anyone wants to buy a Polytunnel, and they want to get it recommended from somewhere, I bought mine as a kit from a place called First Tunnels. As I say, I'm not being sponsored by them or anything like that, but they were just really, really good. And you just put in the measurements that you want, and the width and the length, whether you want staging on the side so that you can put things up on the side of your plants like I've done with my bathtubs, whether you want an air vent on it and all that sort of thing, which I did. So I've got an air vent on the back of it which runs the whole length down there, and there's a handle down the bottom that you wind up, and it just winds the air vent up in the summertime to let the air through. And I put it against the hedge because it's shaded, so it'll draw in cool air, and then that moves it around the polytunnel. As I say, fantastic first tunnels, and they got. I ordered it. It came as a kit, as I said. I got myself and my friend Michael to come and help and build it. You'll have to go back through, unfortunately, through my videos, and if you go right back to 2018, I did have videos on Facebook and such like, but they were hacked, and so they deleted all my videos, or a lot of them, and they changed a lot of dates. But fortunately, I found my phone from that year, and on it had all the photographs of when I built the polytunnel, and when I cleared the field, and when I put the foundations in for the driveway. You know, just dug the driveway out and built everything. Anyway, from January of 2018, it's all the pictures on there are all timed and dated of when we did things, and I've done a video of all of the pictures as you go through from January, as I say, right the way through. That was January to sort of March, April, where I was doing all the levelling and digging ponds and such like. And then from the 8th of May to the 4th of June, we built the polytunnel itself, putting the metalwork up first from the 8th, and it goes right the way through. We put the plastic on the top on the 31st of May, and my brother from the shop came along and helped, along with the staff from the shop. It's also got the photographs. It's got the photos of us building it all. My friend Andy coming and helping to put the vent on the back a couple of days beforehand. As I say, the vent I just showed you, which is fantastic. You know, it's fantastic you get people to come and help you to do these things. I just wanted to point out that if you want to build a polytunnel of your own and you're interested, you know, fantastic people to company to get it from. And a good kit to build. Although it was very hard work, I'm very glad that I had help from a big strong lad like my friend Michael, because I don't think I would have been able to do it otherwise. So big thank you to you, and to Hugh, who came and gave us lots of good advice, who had he'd actually built polytunnels in the past, so he helped an awful lot, and very grateful to Hugh as well. You know who you are if you're watching this video, I guess. And we've built a polytunnel, and I've maintained it, and I have to tighten up all the bolts in the winter time, or in the spring and summer, to go into in the autumn to go into winter to tighten it up, and then in the spring to tighten it up to go back into the summer, because the whole thing moves and it kind of breathes over the summer and the winter. I've now put gutters on it as well, and I show how I did that. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with how it's gone and how I built the polytunnel over the period of time, how I built the shed on the end of it and put the log burner in, and got my friend Jake to come and help build that. We built everything out of pallets. We built a quail pen. It goes through all of the photos of that in 2018 or 19 in that. Digging the ponds, all sorts of things. But if you can go back, and I don't bore the crap out of you, if you can go back to January 2018 and then May of 2018 when we started building the polytunnel, as I say, all timed and dated. Fantastic it is what modern technology can do if you've actually got the original phone. So yeah, all time dated, brilliant. Just go through, have a look, check out the whole thing. This is my new YouTube channel. I will be doing lots of other exciting things. Next project is to build a worm bin again. I had one last year, and it's just a fantastic resource that you can use from your garden waste and your vegetable waste, you know, your kitchen scraps and things like that, eggshells, all that sort of thing, banana peels, all that. I'm going to make one out of a bathtub again, because I had one before, as I said, and it was just fantastic. This is just one of my media beds, but I'm just showing you for a second. I'm going to either take the media out, or I have some more bathtubs, surprisingly enough, outside in the garden, in the field. So I'll take one of them. How I do it is I get a bit of landscaping material and some pebbles. The pebbles go right in the very bottom. You take the plug out, you put it on a slight angle so that the juices from the compost run to the plug hole where they run out. The pebbles go into the bottom, as I say, and then you put the landscaping material over the sides so that it comes up the bath, sort of up to sort of this side, height in the bath. And then you backfill it with your compost. I'm going to use perhaps a little cow manure from the farm, and the majority of it will be wood chip. And then you put your vegetable waste in. For instance, you do a chunk of that will be vegetable waste, and then you put it over, put a covering of like wood chip or cardboard over the top, and you put your worms in, and your worms will migrate into the food waste. They'll break it all down and turn it into good compost, and then you can either take that out, or you can move along and you can put some your food waste. It's not food, it's just vegetable waste, really. There's certain things you can and you can't put into compost, or you shouldn't, but worms will actually degrade most of it down anyway. So as I say, I'll get onto that as soon as I've got a bit of space and a bit of time to put a bathtub in and to do the worm farm. And the worms will be coming in the next few days, or possibly next week, which will give me a little bit more time. Otherwise I'll be rushed to get this done. But yeah, I just wanted to bring you out in the daytime so you can see what's going on. I've got someone coming to have a look at the solar. Well, I haven't. I've rung someone about the solar, so I'm hoping that someone will come and give me a little bit more advice on my solar system that I have. Although I wanted to get the mains up, I might do still, but it's not going to be it's going to be a little while yet, because I think it's going to be rather expensive. So I'm going to go back to my old plan. I know it sounds like I'm mucking about, but I'm going to go back to my old plan. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get the solar to work and get it to continuously work, and I'm just going to have a crack at it again. And then we'll go from there. If I need to get power on and run the power and run the solar back through it, then I'll do that at a later stage. And you'll probably all have to come along with me to see it. Well, I'm going to show you anyway, and if you don't like it, I'm sure that there's other YouTube channels which are far more exciting than mine. I don't know, I'll just show you that. Did I just show you the... Hopefully I did, yeah, anyway. Yeah, so there we are. Hope everyone's well. Take care, cheers.